Ugh, my bones hurt.
Oh, thank God, you're awake. Doctor, I'm going to take you somewhere safe now.
Whoa, are you some kind of donkey?
Vital signs are okay. We can move now. Let's get you back to Rhodes Island now. You must still be suffering from the effects of the coma.
The bunny girl and her team slowly escorts us to safety, and after walking down an egregious amount of stairs, one of the guard had to give us a piggyback ride. Which, hey, it could be worse. It got worse, as we were then immediately spotted by the group of masked goons and were about to get executed until Doberman arrived. I don't know how these guys got knocked out by a whip, but they managed to sneak off into some vents and then were like, "So, who's this dork?"
Oh, that's the doctor. He's...
So, are VTubers real yet?
Just take the phone.
Yeah, so the doctor told everyone that we had forgotten everything. The group, now faced with the realization that the person they picked up might be useless, had no choice but to continue evacuating. They ran into even more of these masked people, and this time, it might actually be the end. But then, a special someone arrived to save us.
Doctor.
Heard you lost your memories, but don't worry about it. As long as you're healthy, I'm sure everything will be alright.
I get winded walking downstairs. While the injured were being treated, Ace begins to tell us about the masked group that were chasing us. Reunion was once a peaceful protest group made up of infected individuals fighting against discrimination. However, peace turns to violence and looting as the movement became restless due to the constant mistreatment and desperation of its people. As we continued with our escape, Amiya saw a mother and her kid fleeing into the direction of Reunion, and since she has this thing called empathy, she wanted to help them, but Doberman was very much against that. There's currently too much at risk with helping the bystander, especially with us still being an important person to protect. Left with no choice, Amiya... Oh, hang on guys.
Administrator.
Welcome to my video. This is Ekojin. Here's the ultimate guide of my attempt to 3-star clear 01.
This chapter serves as our tutorial. Doctor, we need to, if you can't tell already, this is a tower defense game, but instead of monkeys, we get to use children. In this game, we get to form a squad of elite operators ranging from extremely niche to literal gods. I dress my god up as a maid. There is a character that can straight up freeze time or just not die. What I like about this game is that 99% of the content is doable with just the basic unit that were given to you for free, provided that you use more than 10% of your brain. This is one of the most free-to-play friendly gacha game I've ever played.
Woo! And I got her. This is good.
There are no artifacts, no stat rolling, no $500 skin, so for the rest of this video, I will only be using characters that appear in the story.
Mission accomplished.
Wow, you're actually useful. Jian, like you. Who carried you up the building? Yes, mommy. What? Get your filthy hands off me, you rabbit? I was gonna say something worse. What? Come on, honey. Remember what I told you about those people? That they're here to take our jobs? No, dear. Those are different people. What just happened? Rhodes Island beats the crap out of Reunion, and upon trying to lead the civilian to safety, they actually declined due to us being infected. After regrouping and asking about what just happened, Amiya explains to us that this world suffers from a disease called oropathy, basically rock cancer. And much like cancer, there is currently no cure for it at the moment. The disease is actually interesting. Firstly, it's kind of the technology of this world, so mining the rock is important. And if you are to be infected, you can actually use magic without a catalyst. People who have oropathy are labeled as infected and are subsequently treated like livestock to be mined for later use. But there is no known record of it being spread on contact, so hand-holding is safe. As we hike through the park, a sudden thick mist surrounds us, splitting the rest of the squad as fighting starts to break out once again. Amiya takes cover with the doctor while Doberman attempts to call for backup, but then...
Sorry, you're not my type?
One of Reunion's leader, Crownslayer, managed to sneak by and capture us. There was something she needed to know, but unfortunately, she asked the wrong guy. As she was losing her patient, a kid popped out of the mist, introducing himself as Mephisto, the bastard. He threatens Crownslayer, forcing her to back off since this area was his to control. Then, for some reason, he just decides to let us go, then immediately orders an attack to recapture us. Like, I don't know. We soon learn that Mephisto is another commander of Reunion, and he likes to play sadistic games. Ace hatches a plan for our escape, using smokes to cover us as we carry the injured away. But smokes can only distract them for so long.
Damn, wait bro, let's talk about it! You must be the doctor. It is I, Neural, the Radiant Knight. Or you could call me the NTR Knight. Or what? And I'm here to bring you home.
This boss fight isn't actually supposed to be here, but we're just gonna pretend. Crownslayer is one of Reunion's squad leaders who is supposedly really hard to capture. I say that because there's a whole thing about pushing her into holes. No, but seriously, this boss is very simple. She has the ability to go behind someone, but the way it was coded kinda makes her... Yeah, this game's 5 years old. Overall, she's really easy to beat and serves as a good test for our fundamentals.
Yo, look man, you can't just throw a bunch of your units at us like that. It's kinda wasteful and honestly, bad look on you.
Kill him, queen!
I'll shoot her! She tanked it?
Thanks to Neuro's help, we were able to get away with minimal injury and even got to witness the sick iframe. Afterwards, Rhodes Island decided to hide in an abandoned clinic made for the infected people. We get a small resting period to heal everyone up and also get to witness art for the first time. Whoa. Alright, let me explain how art works. That mineral, stop right there, I know where this is going. It's basically magic, right?
It's a bit complicated than that, but yes, it's basically magic. Some can heal people, while others can burn towns down.
What the heck is magic?
Hey guys, I'm out here with Rhodes Island and it's already getting dark, so I'm gonna have to hurry this up.
What the heck? I think there's a fire nearby.
Rear side heat source detected.
So, the Nero squad is going around to scout while
Warning.
we remain
Rear side
behind
heat
just in
source
case.
detected.
Damn, this thing won't stop beeping.
Guys, I don't think fire is supposed to...
Oh god, run! Jesus, that fire's hotter than easy yet.
Amiya, what do we do? Hurry up and take control! Take control? The video didn't mention this. This was it. This is the final boss. The main head of the Hydra that is Reunion. Tallulah desired nothing more than total annihilation of Rhodes Island, and her perfect time couldn't have come any sooner. Mia was barely able to contain Tallulah's flame as our unit fought to cover her flank. We came up with a plan to split up and diverge attention, but unfortunately, time was not on our side. We were able to group under Amiya just in time as the meteor rained hell upon us. Tallulah glares at us while she remained unaffected. Both sides, however, suffered heavy casualties during this meteor strike. Soon, Amiya reaches her limit, letting Tallulah take advantage of us.
only to be intercepted by Ace. With the last of our effort, Ace and a few others remained behind to hold back Tallulah as we carried the injured away through a small opening. The tunnel was cut off by debris before Ace and his team could retreat. Amiya attempts to open the pathway only for her to faint due to overexertion. We had no choice but to trust in Ace. By the way, this man not only held back the main boss behind Reunion, but the 3 squad leader along with the hundreds of soldiers behind them. We finally extract, marking this as a successful mission, but not without its heavy casualty. Ace was last seen saving his fellow man, giving him one last chance to survive as he went on to ensure the success of our extraction.
Let's take a step back for a moment. I first played this game when I was a wee baby, and considering the fact that I am now 10 years old, you do the math, this part didn't hit as hard, okay? Mostly because I didn't read any of the story and went off of whatever was on YouTube at the time, but see, I thought this game was just military waifu tower defense, you know? From this point on, I was like, whoa, it's that one character from the game! Look at that land ship! They even got the child labor part down. This game functions like a visual novel. Like, don't get me wrong, the event stories are awesome. You get to travel this really fleshed out fantasy world, and then you go to look at the first 3 chapters and it's like, politics. Hey! Okay, sorry. Amiya and the doctor are now in China, tasked with protecting a young girl by the name of Misha. We find Misha, and after a bit of convincing, was able to get her on our side.
Amiya, show her the thing.
Look, I'm infected too. Oh wow, that means I can trust you.
Yes? We found her. Good, now bring her here. Wait, can... Welcome to the slum of Lungmen, where Reunion has apparently already infiltrated. So, the new stage teaches us about roadway construction and how we can massively inconvenience everyone. Using our newfound knowledge, we can construct an ideal path to the blue box due to the intricate design of the slum. We needed a quicker way before Reunion encircles us. So, we called our trusted Penguin Logistic. Texas prepares to take us.
Hello, sister. Apologies for
Making such a mess here.
I was only trying to... Whoa! They got away! Damn! Are we gonna chase them? Yeah. Now that we're on the roof, we had an option of either making an Olympic jump or turning around to fight the oncoming Reunion. Due to our debilitating gamer body, we had to be carried across, which I'm not complaining. Misha's condition had worsened, which means she could no longer walk. So, Amiya had to administer some medicine to ease her pain. While carrying Misha, we stumbled into another fight because Amiya just could not bear to see the civilian being injured, which ended quite quickly thanks to the help of our golden squad. Afterwards, the group has a discussion about morale and why people would join such organization like Reunion, which was a pretty wholesome moment as Misha decided to believe in Amiya and Rhodes Island as a whole. You think she'll like the dress? Okay, let me do the talking. You're late. Sorry, we were ambushed by Reunion multiple times and there was this, I don't want to hear it. And clearly, you had enough time to do some shopping. I can assure you that this dress is pivotal. Madam Chan, please escort Misha to safety. And if possible, allow Misha to be treated at Rhodes Island afterwards. I'll put in a request for you after we're done, but I'm not gonna guarantee anything. You think we can trust her? Oh, what choice do we have? So Misha, you like Russian salt? That's not even Russian. Oh. Both groups are immediately ambushed by the 2 Reunion leaders. First one being the kid from earlier, and the second one is the one I skipped in episode 3. Now, the reason why I skipped it is because of this pointless scene right here, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is that Reunion is back, and they're here for the girl. Skull Shatter. W succeeded. Alright, let's fall back. The situation had turned for the worse as Misha was captured by Reunion. Lungmen reinforcements had been stalled out by Tallulah, and Chan is at an all-time angry.
Chen rushes in to deal with the massive hordes of soldiers, leaving her open for a fatal shot. A tall, green, canonically 6 foot tall, strong Oni woman blocks the arrow with her massive shield. Her name, Hoshiguma. She's also my wife. New plan. Chen orders an extermination mission on all of Reunion. But our main objective of recovering Misha still stands. So, Amiya made her statement clear, expressing that it will be a joint operation between Rhodes Island and the LGD. To which Chen reluctantly agreed. Don't worry. We'll get her back. Really? That's all you have to say? Yeah, well, the anime didn't give me much, alright? No, you're right. Let's go save her. Penguin Logistics somehow tracked down where Misha was, but before the crew go to rescue her, we get to see Reunion's perspective. Misha woke up to see this guy who's called Ivan. This is the first time they've ever given a name to one of these masked guys, but Ivan's pretty chill. He came in and offered to clean her up or something. However, in the game, we get to learn more about his backstory. But since this is badly summarized, I'll also be skipping it. Skullshatter finally comes in and reunite with his sister. His real name is Alex, and he wanted nothing more than to protect his family member, along with fixing this messy world of oppression through force. They then did some target practicing, you know, the usual family bonding stuff. LGD and Rhodes Island slowly advance to the abandoned quarry while Reunion prepares for their major battle. The two siblings has one last conversation as to who they would side with Misha still holding out hope that Rhodes Island and especially Amiya would understand. I thought that it was stupid for her to not try and convince Alex some more. Like, I get it, the kid's young, probably won't listen. But still, come on, W being an instigator suggests that Alex targets us, the doctor. Jeez, it's so sandy today. It's getting in my suit. They're probably setting up an ambush right now, but shouldn't be a problem since there's just a ragtag group of infecteds. Hoshikuma, you stay here with the doctor. Yes, 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 yes. The dust clears, each side eyeing each other down until... both sides charges each other. Snipers and casters focusing their rear guard while our front line clashes with each other. Amiya straight up nukes these mages. And by the way, these are supposed to be non-lethal attacks. Just when the fight looks too easy, W enters the fray. Welcome to the filler boss. I say that because we defeat him faster in the anime than I can in the game. They made the W squad look so menacing and tough, but then Amiya straight up one-shot this guy. So, let's pretend we're also fighting W.
Warning. Heat source approaching.
God damn it, I was doing something! Alex somehow snuck up and was about to end us. He manages to get past Hoshiguma, and with the last of his effort, charges at us, intending to blow up everything in the radius. Alex was pierced by the black arts, ending him. The remaining Reunion forces charges in once more in an attempt to recover his body, forcing us to retreat and recuperate. Somewhere in the far distance, Misha was able to witness all of this. Now, how the heck did she see this? Did she have super eyes? Was Amiya art that distinct? Did W start instigating again? We'll never know. Chen and Hoshiguma plans out their next course of action while Amiya tries to calm herself down. She confesses that this was her first time taking a life, and she wished there was another way. Now, I'm not gonna argue with her since she's been giving everyone the Batman treatment, but we comfort her. Sorry for interrupting, but could you come down here? When we headed downstairs, we got to see W, the ultimate mercenary. Which, pause for a moment. I know this interrupts the summary, but let me just say that Rhodes Island seemed to breathe the baddest character alive. And Panda be looking at me profusely when I say I want a crazy. But like, bro, they look like this! Look! Something about the white hair, red eye combo? Spoiler alert, but we ended up hiring her for some reason. Like, whoever's working the hiring agency for Rhodes Island needs a raise, cause you know I'm gonna spend it. Sup, low leader? I'm just here to deliver a message. The conversation between Amiya and Misha was pretty heartbreaking. We spent the last chapter protecting and showing her that Rhodes Island is on the infected side, but overcome with grief, Misha decided to take up the mantle of her younger brother, donning the mask to become Skull Shatterer. In our last encounter, we were only able to bring 3 5-star units, but now our squad is looking more like the you can still beat the squad with nothing but a couple of 3 stars, and in fact, good on you for being able to think of this. I just wish they made some changes to this fight. Maybe her explosion radius is bigger, or she started out in enrage mode. But I guess it makes sense for her to be even weaker than her brother. After all, we've grown through this journey. Needless to say, this fight is very easy, but not for a lack of trying though, but rather because of the many lessons our journey has given us. And in fact, I have refrained myself from using God for once. How can this be? Is this just fate? Misha, you can still come with us. We can help you. There's no helping this. Amiya, I really wish things were different.